Welcome back, everybody, to the Immersive Emperor Karl Franz campaign. If you are a fan of massive, epic, brutally difficult campaigns, then this one should be right up your alley. We have chosen a theme for this particular campaign that has really become quite the pain in the butt. More on that in a moment. But anyway, I know the slow and thematic playstyle does not appeal to everyone, so I just wanted to make it clear up front what these videos are all about, so I don't waste anyone's time. Getting into the theme of this one, we started out as Emperor Karl Franz, the good guy, altruistic leader of the Empire who was seeking to help his neighbors, the other factions of the Empire, become stronger on their own to see how well together we could cooperate to fight off the forces of chaos. And what we've learned is not very effectively. So we empowered Middenland a little bit. We gave them an army. They lost Elbers. We took it back for them, gave it back to them. Anyway, they just got overwhelmed by the combination of Khazrak, Festus, the Black Pit tribe, and then the forces of Wulfric and Scaling came invading down. Just became too much for the northern part up here. So they have been completely wiped out. We've been nice to Marienburg. Again, this is all empowering neighbors and being nice to our neighbors instead of just trying to expand, which is the probably most functionally effective way to play Warhammer 3. But anyway, going back to the theme, our theme was to try to empower our neighbors. So Marienburg, we've made nice with them. They're getting a little bit overrun. Khazrak has invaded their territory, and somewhere over here in Bogenhofen, which Festus took Bogenhofen from us, razed it, and then Marienburg ended up colonizing it, which is why it belongs to him right now. But as you can see, Khazrak has come down into his territory and is threatening Ubersreich, which is obviously our territory here. Khazrak has been a little bit of the pain in the butt, although we have won several battles against him to kind of keep him in check. Festus is right here. Looks like he's moving towards Altdorf. 2 episodes ago, we fought a massive series of battles against Wulfric and a little bit against Scaling as well, and we ended up winning that. So Wulfric has retreated. Scaling still has one army here. They have, pretty meh overall units in this army, except of course they do have those 2 mammoths. I do believe that we are going to be capable, even though we've taken quite a lot of casualties from all of our fights here, we should be capable of fighting off either one of these armies individually, but I am very concerned that they would attack us together, and then that would be a pretty big problem. We're also down here concerned about fighting off Khazrak. At least right here, we don't seem to be immediately under duress for the time being. But a couple other things worth mentioning. Wissenland is very strong, has been fighting a war against Sylvania quite ineffectively. Sylvania has just marched troops around and is raiding Wissenland's territory. We have given Wissenland this army right here as a, what's the word I'm looking for, as a war coordination target, and she's ignored us. She did take Faldorf back, so at least that's something. But anyway, Sylvania, relatively strong, and unfortunately kind of embarrassing to Wissenland. But that's not as bad as Stirland, who is also reasonably strong and has just chosen to twiddle their thumbs and do nothing to help fight off all of the forces of chaos. We keep seeing their armies marching around, but they're not really doing anything effective at all. So, long story short, what this means is Karl Franz has lost patience with the other factions of the Empire. We're now in a situation where we're trying to salvage this campaign before chaos completely overwhelms us. And so I think what that is likely to mean is confederations are going to be in order. It's just a matter of timing. As you can see right here, we're already losing 1,000 gold per turn with just the current armies that we have. And if we were to confederate Wissenland right now, I am certainly a little bit worried that we would have to disband. I mean, look, yeah, they've got lots and lots of reasonably expensive units here in these armies. So yeah, we'd have to disband almost all of their armies if we did go ahead and confederate them this turn. Now, it's still an option. The good news is Blighted Towers here has a full garrison. They look like they could be in trouble here if they get attacked by these two armies, but it sort of looks like these armies are bearing down on Kemperbad, maybe. Would be wonderful if they declared war on Stirland and decided to go attack Wartbad instead, but that seems unlikely to happen. Anyway, at least it does seem as though Nuln right here, capable of defending itself, Wissenberg right here, reasonably capable of defending itself, and Dotternbach here, pretty capable of defending itself and also not quite as close to the front line as the other two. And then, of course, Fildorf was just taken by Elspeth here, but as far as we can see, there's not an army that is ready to imminently attack it, and it is a walled city, and hopefully fairly quickly the defenses here will get built up. So I don't think Wissenland is in danger this turn. There's always the possibility that they might mobilize against this army that we have given them as a war coordination target. We also requested that Talabikland attack this army, and they at least moved towards it, although all they did was cross the river right here, so they have certainly not moved aggressively towards it. But it is possible that if we give them one more turn, the one or the other of these two factions will actually attack that army. I'm kind of leaning towards biding our time in terms of confederating Wissenland until these armies actually do something on their own. I hate to confederate them and immediately have to disband these armies and lose the opportunity for anything productive to be done with these armies. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, is maybe waiting one more turn. Clearly we have the prestige to do it, however. So I don't know. I think what I may do is I may do this turn.
I will marshal the men.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's come back up here and decide what we're going to do with our own army. So the most important thing for this army right here, which used to be Emperor Karl Franz's army, but he was wounded in the second battle of Altdorf, unfortunately. So we have to wait for him to come back, and it's going to be a little while because we're using a mod that increases the amount of time it takes for wounded leaders to come back. So this guy has filled in admirably. Let's go ahead and give him Deadly Blade. He's a decent melee combatant here. We have magic items. We've got this White Cloak of Ulrich. This is a permanent debuff. I don't really see any reason not to give it to him because he's going to be around for a while. Unless I want to give it to Quinn. Does Quinn already... No, you know what? I think that might be better. Let's give it to Quinn. This is a talisman. Yeah, Quinn has been really extremely useful in this campaign. Quinn is Emperor Karl Franz's best friend and bodyguard, of course, but unfortunately he's having to serve on without Karl Franz available for the time being. Okay, so if Festus... Obviously, we're not going to sally out and attack Festus. I don't think it's going to be a good idea for us to sally out and attack this army either. Actually, if we did this, this army right here would join in the fight. Okay, how do we feel?
Yes, my lord.
We're pretty badly wounded. We need replenishing more than anything, but if we could... No, I don't feel like that's necessarily an easily winnable battle. At least not without suffering a lot more casualties. Festus is potentially close enough to land and lay siege all in the same turn, so we have to make sure we're we're going to be
What does the
capable
Emperor bid?
of fighting off Festus. It's a little bit tempting to sally out, or to sail out and try to attack this. I think at the very least they might retreat, but they probably wouldn't. Honestly, this army plus this army is really not enough to force them to retreat, I don't think. Alright, I think we're going to sit tight. We're going to sit tight there. Here, you are replenishing.
What does the Emperor bid?
You are replenishing. I don't have an immediate need for Gregor Braun right here, so I think maybe what we'll do, let's pull you out for the moment.
Get to it!
I might end up disbanding you
Yes,
for the
my
moment,
lord.
I'm not sure. We're going to move
Sigmar
you closer.
compels us
Oh, you have to go all the way into March
to
Stance.
strengthen the Empire.
Okay, you can at
Onward!
least get there in March Stance, and that does
I will
help the
marshal the band.
replenishing a little bit. I feel like it's extremely unlikely that Khazrak will attack now that that army is there. This army... $283. I could disband him at this point. Save a little bit of money, since we don't have an immediate need for him. I'm not going to do any recruiting this turn. Am I going to do anything in terms of building up our settlements? I don't think I need to. This is the only thing that we could even upgrade, and it's not a good use of our money, I don't think. So... yeah, I'm going to disband you.
Huntsman General.
And that helps our money situation a fair amount. Okay, and... really, that's all we're going to do this turn, unless we do decide to confederate. I'm going to confederate. I'm going to have to disband. This is the army that we donated. I'm assuming that we would still have to... pay for it.
Pioneer of progress.
This army right here, level 6. This witch hunter is... we don't know what level that witch hunter is. We got these Hochland long rifles. Got some flagellants. Got some great swords. Some halberdiers. Reichsguard, Knights of the Blazing Sun. I could see actually keeping this army and getting rid of this army. All these Knights of the Black Rose here are really expensive. Elspeth, obviously, I would keep her. This Emperor's Wrath steam tank, it's just too expensive. All these things are just too expensive. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to go ahead and confederate. Why not? Technology, let's go ahead and take a look here at what we've got. I think... I want to focus on... This is the infantry right here. Yeah. This might be kind of nice. 10 plus 10% weapon strength. This is melee infantry. This is missile infantry. This is missile cavalry. If we're gonna get Elspeth, if we're gonna confederate her, I'm going to definitely be using lots of missile infantry. I don't think I'm going to use a lot of missile cavalry. This is only 3 turns. Let's do it. Okay, because we are going to get some Reichsguard into Emperor Karl Franz's army if we're still alive when Karl Franz comes back. All right, so now, next thing we need to do is we need to do the electoral machinations. If we unify, we lose 2 fealty with all the others. Confederate target 10 fealty elector count faction. Yeah, that would be you. It's 2,500. We still have almost 1,400 left. Let's do it. This is gonna go absolutely through the roof. Our losses per turn. 10,000 per turn. Okay. All right, game. 10,000 per turn. You.
Raise Sigma.
I'm not having to pay for you. Interesting. You.
Master
You're 4,000 per
engineer.
turn. You
Elspeth
are
von Draken.
the almost 7,000 per turn. Okay. We are going
More
to
know
disband
all paths have an end.
all of this. Disband. There we go.
Has the hourglass run out?
Okay, now we're only losing 4,000 per turn. You are level 10. You are level 26. That's good. Let's take a look at how they leveled you up
Rider
here.
of the dragon
Leader of renown.
Empire.
Absolutely worthless. Probably the most worthless trait they could have assigned her, which is unsurprising. Pistol Corp. Yeah, actually, that's... No. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. Wow, she's applied 9 points here to the red line, which is way more than she needed to. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And she didn't take Unsettling Radiance, but we could. She still has 3 skill points to assign. Okay. Let's go ahead and give her this. Blessed by Shyish. Wins a match. That's pretty good. Advisor of Nuln. Okay. This would be pretty good, but I'm disbanding her entire army pretty much, so it's not a priority. Darkwalker. This is a physical resistance ability. Okay, or spell. This is how much is that, by the way? Oh, it's an ability. It's not a spell. Passive ability, Living Darkness. Okay, that's pretty useful. And then the Graveyard Rose, passive ability, Regeneration. Yeah, that's hard to say no to that. Okay, and then she's got some magic items. Would I want to give her a Power Stone? Sure, let's give her a Power Stone. Okay.
I must keep my
All right,
weakness
and then
for
you,
arcane
Mr. Witch Hunter.
trinkets in check.
You've got 3 skill ups. Scavenge, absolutely worthless. By the way, in case anybody's curious, why don't you just use the reset all skill points? It's because I don't ever use this. Don't get me wrong. I understand the value of it. I understand why some players would be okay with using it. To me, it's immersion breaking to think that a character can just suddenly forget everything that they were good at and instantly become good at other things. So because it's immersion breaking, I don't ever use it. Fleet-footed, yeah, not great. Let's go ahead and give you strict obedience. Let's go ahead. Wait a minute. Did I undo that? Yeah, this is going to lock other things. Okay, physical resistance and unbreakable. Templar, which is decent. Okay. Otherwise, Way of the Wolf. This is speed and stalk. It's probably appropriate for a witch hunter. Shadowy Servant. Yeah, okay. And then Purifying Flames, Corruption Reduction enables flaming attacks, and Assassinate. Okay, I think, let's see what your trade is. Weapon Master. So you're actually good in battle as opposed to being primarily a field agent. So we're not going to go with this one. I think we'll go with the Way of the Wolf. This seems appropriate, very thematic for a witch hunter. We could then give you... It's hard to say no to Ward Save, quite frankly. Grim Resolve. I think we're going to give you the ward save. And you have no weapons or any other magic items. That's fine. We'll leave it like that for now. Camp follower, wound recovery time. I think I'll go ahead and give you that. Why not? So I wonder if actually there's an easy way to find out, Michael. Did Emperor Karl Franz have a camp follower? Camp follower, Udolf, Lupio, Nud. Nope. Okay. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, so we're minus 4,003. Okay, so we gotta purge some of these as well. The flagellants. I don't get any special benefit out of them, so I'm gonna purge them. Knights of the Blazing Sun, I don't get any special benefits from them. Gonna purge them. Nuln Ironsides and Hochland Long Rifles.
In the borderland of life and death, one can
First of all, Master Engineer, what do you got? You absolutely need Route Marcher. You've got 3 more skill points, okay. Let's go ahead and, as a Master Engineer, I need to refresh my memory on what these guys are good at. Do they have... Okay, they're good with artillery, which makes sense. Okay. And other than the artillery, they are unit agnostic. So this is definitely something that I'm going to want to invest in, is the red line here with Imperial Gunnery, but not a priority because you currently have no artillery. I think...
Like me, and carmine dragons are wreathed in the winds of
Oh, you've got
Shang-Chi.
movement.
My inventions
Wait a minute.
serve the Empire.
Yeah, Elspeth doesn't have movement. But you do have movement, and you don't have movement. But I'm not paying for you. That'll be very interesting to see if is this guy just going to go ahead and move on his own?
What does the Emperor bid?
I could disband him, but I don't see a number here that makes me think I'm paying for him. But you know what? I'm gonna find out, because if I am paying for him, I want to disband him. So we're gonna actually get rid of these Pistoliers and see if this 3356 changes. No, that's not the right unit to disband. Let's do this. Let's merge these 3.
Who calls?
And then we're going to disband you. 3356.
The mysteries
3356.
of the
Okay, so we're not paying for him.
I will unlock their power.
Okay, back to you. Let's go ahead and give you... Let's start giving you the yellow line, I suppose. Your missile strength is quite good, but it could always be... What's your trait? Your trait is Inventor, Research rate. Okay, that's fine. Leadership, Requisition, Fleet-footed, Piercing Shots. We're going to give you Piercing Shots. Okay, and then...
Invention is
Arndt
my gift.
von Rees here. Okay, you're another Witch Hunter. Your trait is Confident, so again, you're good inside an army. I think maybe since we already did Way of the Wolf with one of you, maybe we'll do Strict Obedience with you. Chaos, Norse, Good Demons, and Greenskin factions, but it doesn't include Sylvania, of course. Okay, this was a terrible choice of skills, but whatever. We'll go ahead and give you... We'll give you Counter Striker. Yeah, your melee defense, actually. You know what? No, it's fine. We'll give you that. Okay, and then Engineer. You... Increase mobility, so that's good. I'm glad we have that. Boost income is not normally something I would take. You've got Bandolier, which is okay. You got Piercing Shots. That's good. At least you got Triangulation. That's good. Machinist Preparations. Mercurial Shot. This is like a fireball. Black Powder Discipline. So this, enabled if not moving, this increases accuracy and reload skill. Okay, I kind of like the sound of that. Let's go ahead and give you that. Oh, you still get another one. Okay, I think maybe we'll give you... What's your trait? Fleet-footed. Okay. We'll give you the extra powder skill as well, I suppose. Okay, that's fine. And 30... I think maybe we'll get rid of these great swords right here.
A change of components.
How do we feel about maybe...
When Gelt looks upon me, he stares. Perhaps he fears me, or lusts after my power over death.
That is not a strong army, but unfortunately we can't reach it to attack this turn, but we might as well move towards it.
In the borderland of life and death, one can lose.
You know what I think I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move you down because we just can't afford it. So we're going to give these troops to her.
If you want
and we're going to disband you. Okay, that saved us a little bit more again. This army.
The graveyard rose.
That army I'm not going to worry about right now. This army. So we only have 3 armies, right? We've got... This is EKF's army. He's just not in command right now. Gregor Braun's army. Elspeth's army. Empire Captain. Rudy Koch, you are... We're not paying for you. And now we're back to EKF's army. Okay, so just these 3 armies alone are so much more than we can afford. Wow, okay. We're paying 210 for you. I'm going to disband you.
Ready.
Empire Knights. I don't think Kazrak would attack, but quite frankly, if he does, I would welcome it. I'm going to disband you as well. Okay, we're losing 2,000 per turn. Let's see if... Are we getting maximum money? We are. Not here, we're not. Okay, Temple of Sigmar. We're getting money here. You... We're going to demolish. Warrior Priests. We've got 1 of 2. I could recruit another one before I disband this, but I'm not going to.
The Empire.
Not you. Do you have a Warrior
Lady
Priest?
of Nome.
You do not. You've got 2 Witch Hunters. That's more than you need. I'm not going to disband a hero, though. Okay. Do I want to spend the money on 1 Warrior Priest? You have a Warrior Priest in this army, right? You do not. What happened to my Warrior Priest?
Now.
There it is right there. Okay. So if I were...
To the provinces.
You're already at 20 out of 20, but I could disband... Well, I don't want to disband anything from that army right now since they might have a battle right away. Okay, back down here. Do I want to recruit in a Warrior Priest for her army. Okay, never mind, I can't. No characters currently available. All right, well, is that just there? It is, okay. Just missed that. Not sure why that appeared. Okay, cunning, strategist, aggressive. I think I'd better not. I can't afford what we've already got. I'd better not recruit anymore. Okay, Nuln. This right here. This is the livery, which we have already built here. You here in Nuln, do you have any landmarks? You do. Okay, so this is a good place for artillery and gun units. It's not a good place for cavalry units, but obviously the forges here, this is one that we do want to keep. In fact, I would like to even upgrade this. I just can't afford to right now. This right here, this barracks building, we're gonna demolish this. The marksman building, we're gonna demolish this. That's just not the right place to have it. Nuln Cannon Foundry, yeah, that's that. We obviously want to keep that. Okay. And then you are being demolished right there. So we're going to build money buildings with the money that we get from demolishing these buildings. And hopefully we won't have to
Amethyst Mage.
disband a whole heck of a lot more between now and then. Okay, how are we feeling about this? Valdorf, you're losing 26 per turn. Can I move you? I can move you inside the city. You don't need the replenishment, but you are reducing the amount of public order that we're losing every turn, which I think is probably a good thing. I don't think I want a rebellion here. The vampiric corruption is actually improving, so that's good. Okay. I think then we want to get you probably back down into an army, but for now, monster tracker. Actually, you're not too bad as a field agent. Let's see what skills you've got. Oh, okay. They gave you a field agent trait, but then a bunch of... Look at training. What an absolutely worthless skill. Okay. Yeah, they gave you a bunch of battle skills. Okay, so we are going to get you into an army after all. And I think then that's all we're going to do with our turn. If an army of Sylvania comes running up this way, then we may abandon Fildorf, but hopefully we'll have enough time to get some defenses built there. Hopefully Talabicland will move toward that army. That would be very, very useful. Okay, I think then we are ready to...
I will marshal the men.
Oh, we got commandments to do. Okay, so recruitment cost, and we're not going to do much recruiting for the time being. This is growth and construction. That'll be good because we're going to have 3 open slots here next turn. Income from all buildings, we'll worry about that later. Okay, I think then the outpost available is for Talabicland or for Marienburg. But I'm not going to spend the money on that, obviously. Not a good use of what little money we have right now. Okay. We need to build tall walls. Now that we have a different... Let's check it out here at Fildorf. We have a different major settlement. Tall walls is... not any of those. Is it these? Basic walls, tall walls. There we go. That's what we need. So we can build this at Fildorf once it's at level 3. We could also build it at Nuln at any time. Oh, we could build it at Altdorf. I just never bothered to devote a slot here to defense. Well, that was kind of dumb of me, probably. Do I want to do this? I might want to demolish that. We've already got 3 battle wizards. If I demolish this, I'm losing 5 winds of magic. I'm losing the capacity for battle wizards, but I'm not going to recruit anymore for a while. It is providing a good garrison. Never mind. Never mind. That's not really what I want to do. Do I want to do this? I could recruit Reichsguard here now, and it's the only place I can recruit Reichsguard, which is a unit that I want to be able to start doing. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it at that. Let's check our diplomacy out. Wargrove of Woe. How would we feel? I don't really want to irritate Kislev, in this case Kastaltin, but we could get a trade agreement out of it. 822. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it because we need the money desperately. Okay, Stirland, we can get a trade agreement with you now. Stirland would be worth 161. Okay, Stirland is worth the most. So let's go ahead and do this. 285 plus a trade agreement. Okay.
Yes.
Now Marienburg's not interested in a trade agreement. Ostland's interested in an alliance, but obviously we're not going to do that. I don't think they're going to last very long. Peace with Wulfric. How much would you give us? 859. We'll take it. Now we no longer have to worry about scaling. Right? We now have... Oh, no, we're still at war of scaling? I guess I thought scaling was with Wulfric. Who is scaling with? Norska. Scaling. You are allied with Wulfric, but you're not a vassal, obviously, so you can conduct your own foreign policy. Peace treaty, I could balance it by paying them 5,000. I'm definitely not going to do that. Alright, so we definitely still have to worry about scaling. But we have improved our money situation. Okay, now finally I think we're ready, and we're at 1395. Anything else we want to do here? Open the gates, commendation, or inquisition. Inquisition is just corruption reduction. Commendation grants experience. Open the gates grants a population surplus. Okay. I think I'm going to save up the prestige for now. Hopefully I didn't overlook something really critically important here, but this is... That's a huge turn for us in terms of changing the dynamic of the campaign. It just remains to be seen whether we changed it for the better or not. But fingers crossed that this works out okay. You know what? No, I don't want to disband anything in this army. I was going to say, I could disband these guys. Outriders are not units that I want to have in my armies long term. I'd rather have Reichsguard. I also don't really want these regiments of renown, but again, I don't want to disband anything with Festus looming right there. Okay, here we go, finally. 40 minutes into the episode before I finally clicked the end turn. Okay, the Barrow Legion, not moving towards us. Sylvania, moving towards us. What happened to Talabheim's army? Maybe it looked to me like Talabheim's army disappeared. Maybe I just wasn't looking correctly. Okay, Festus is moving closer, but not attacking. Okay, that's good. And Kazrak is not attacking either. Okay, interesting. Did go into well-hidden encampment stance. That's a concern, but I know where he is. Wulfric is falling back. Let's see what Marienburg does here. Marienburg has that army up there that's marching towards Black Pit. This is really silly of that army. Obviously, that army is not strong enough to attack a settlement. Okay, Stirland is getting into the water for some reason. Okay, wonder where he's headed. That one right there is not doing anything useful. And then Talabicland, yes, your army was still there. You're just really, really slow. It is what it is. And finally, scaling, I think, is going to be the last faction here of paramount importance to us. Well, the Black Pit tribe looks like they're actually fairly strong as well, so they're a concern. Tempelhof is just moving a hero, okay. We do have to do something to finish off Tempelhof. Failure, that's good. Okay, and then I think scaling is going to be the last one we see here. Yep. What are you going to do? Are you going to land? You attacked. Who did you attack? Okay, I lost track, but was it Wissenland that had a fleet there? Did they attack that fleet of Wissenland? Okay, yeah, they did, and they won, but they took damage. Okay, Talabicland, again, still telling me that you're mobilizing against the enemy, but you're really not. I mean, you're moving slower than they are, even though they're in raiding stance. So this tells me that you're just not. You're not really on board with doing what we asked you to do. Trickster cult discovered in Blighted Towers. That's just what we need, is another expense. Ambusher discovered, okay. Ally begins outpost construction. Yeah, we'll take that. There's no harm in that. Faction destroyed Ostland. Yeah, so it was that fleet of Ostland right there. We got an Archlector ready for duty. Nemesis Crown. The location revealed to... Okay. The Nemesis Crown is very close to us here. Not sure how I feel about thematically us grabbing the Nemesis Crown, but it's a consideration anyway. Follower gained. Yeah, okay, we'll take that. So yeah, so did we want to maybe come down here? I can't remember how strong the enemy is, the battle for the Nemesis Crown. She is level 26 though, so she's reasonably strong. It's certainly something to consider. Okay, so Tempelhof and Averland at war, Tempelhof and Talabicland at war, Tempelhof and Stirland. Okay, well that's interesting that Stirland now has another army, another enemy of ours. Okay, critical failure, so that's good. They tried to assault our garrison and critically failed, and then you just failed. Also good. Let's go ahead and take care of the Trickster cult before I forget about it. This is going to cost us... How much? 1750. We're going to do it. We're going to get rid of it. Okay. Didn't really need another expense like that, but at least it came at a time when we have the money for it. Alright. So then... Yeah, you, foreign trespasser, okay. I don't love the wood elves invading our or trespassing on our territory, but I'm obviously not going to declare war on them. And then we demolished a bunch of things. We've got you ready to come back. Sword of Cain claimed. Okay, you, Nud Neater, you gained a level. Or is it Canoed? I'm going to call you Nud. Alright, and then Tradesmen and Trickster Cult destroyed. Okay, so you right here. Nud.
Wielder of the pale side.
Let's go ahead and give you You've already got both of these. I'm going to give you another 5% ward save. This army. Would we want to consider grabbing the Nemesis Crown? Would we rather use this army
Rider of the Dragon
to threaten that army up there? I think that's a better choice. I feel like level 3, mostly zombies and skeletons. I think even though we only have these 13 units, that is a fight that we should be able to win. Fildorf is already full strength in terms of the garrison. That's interesting. Okay. Not sure how that happened, but we'll take it. You, again, I'm still not paying for you, but I can move you now. That's interesting. So if you use this, this is a little quirky here. So if you use Send Aid, and you spawn a degrading army for the target empire, and then you turn around, I'm sorry, for the target empire faction. If you then turn around and confederate that faction, you actually get to move that army without and use it for a few turns without actually having to pay for it. Would you be better off helping to defend against Tempelhof? I don't think so. I think we need to use you for something before we completely lose control of you. So it looks like
Pick up the pace.
this is the way to go. Elspeth. The range of that army is not great.
Amethyst
We want to move you up to here. How far could you move and still go in and get an ambush stance? Can you move to the other side of the river? You can. Can you get as far as having a good place? Ambush success chance 90%. So that's one option. The other option would be a better option, I think, is going to be this. She doesn't need replenishment. What she really needs is Winds of Magic. Right here, our Winds of Magic are weak. Right here, the Winds of Magic are blowing. I'm going to put you here. You can see them. You're obviously not strong enough to attack that garrison. You're close enough to be able to reinforce Fildorf if we need to. Fildorf is also now losing 25 per turn. The Vampire Corruption is still coming down, however, so that's good. 6 turns before it levels up. I need 2,000 to level it up. This is not the right building to have. I don't know why I didn't disband this last turn.
Yes.
Okay. Rudy, yeah, I've already moved you. Okay, Nuln. You. 1,800 for that. You obviously need the income building. We need all the income we can get. This is for control. Do we need public order? Wouldn't hurt. This also would not hurt. What about this? Recruitment rank for Knights of the Black Rose. Recruit rank for Knights of the Black Rose. I'm not going to focus on them right now. I will build that later. I think I'm going to do this. This also will boost our income by a little bit. Global recruitment duration, -1 turns, but only for armies in province. Campaign movement range boost for armies starting their turn in this province. I think that'll be fine. 2,700. And then you... Engineer, research rate, hero capacity. This would allow us to... we need to get all the way up to here to actually be able to recruit the Hellstorm rocket battery, and we can't afford it. So I'm not going to level this one up right now. Dotternbach, you are also going to build the income building. Okay. So we're going to get 250 here, 250 here. So that's another 500 per turn starting next turn. Blighted Towers. I didn't even really look at you last time. Yeah, but this is all fine. Ruined Towers. A fortress built long ago during the reign of Sigmar to watch for hordes of wandering greenskins. So this is a landmark, right? Yeah, okay. Interesting. The structures have since fallen into disrepair, the ruins constantly changing hands between Grinskin raiders, undead thralls, and Stirlander militia. With some proper repairs, these ruins can once again provide a strong foothold against enemies. Campaign line of sight, plus 50% for settlements, that's good. Campaign movement range for armies in local province. Ambush defense chance for armies in local province. Melee attack when fighting against Greenskins and Vampire counts faction-wide, that's really nice. Okay, and I don't see why it went outside Wood Elf, Ogre, or Norskin homeland, which this is. Why is this not providing walls? Seems to me like it should be providing walls. It says adds walls to the settlement. Does this... Oh, yeah, no, okay, it just didn't show up in the other screen. Okay, yeah, that works for me. The garrison could stand to be bigger, that's for sure. But at least it has the walls. Okay, these armies... Okay, that one's not at all fearsome, but if these three armies, if any combination of these three armies attack Blighted Towers, then unfortunately we're done for. But we are kind of moving in that direction.
Amethyst Mage.
I need you to be close enough to still be able to get back to Fildorf, but you could be close enough if I moved you up here.
Danger is at our heels.
Okay. Alright, and if worst came to worst, if we lost Fildorf, that would not be the end of the world. It's only a level 1 settlement. Okay, Nuln. Yeah, we're not upgrading that. Altdorf, we're already doing all the upgrading we can do right there. Scaling's army took a little bit of damage. Not as much as I might have hoped. Would we want to attack them? We're looking a bit better, but we would be doing it without the garrison, obviously.
What?
Can we win that? Level 6, level 17, level 13, level 9. Melee infantry wise, we've got 6 units of melee infantry to their... The only units that they have here that really concern me that much are the Feral Mammoths and also the Lord. The Lord is an issue.
Yes.
The Feral Mammoths, do we have anything? I guess really our ranged units could do some damage to the Feral Mammoths.
A step too far.
I think I'm going to try it. It's going to be a closer fight than I might like. We've got good winds of magic. You can cast Wind Blast, Harmonic Convergence, Curse of the Midnight Wind, Urinin's Thunderbolt. This is good against artillery. That's not super useful. And Comet of Cassandora. Yeah, good against armor, but not good against... See, I want something that's good against large. Our spearmen... Okay. We need the spearmen, including this guy, against the mammoths. You 4 need to be able to hold... Okay, we're going to try it.
Now?
This might be a mistake. Close victory. Very tempting to auto-resolve. We would lose one sword unit. Let's take a look at the field here. They're going to have to come towards us. Let's try it. It's time for us to start, I should say start taking risks, because we've been taking risks all along for the last few episodes, but we're still in the kind of situation where we have to take risks because we need to whittle down the strength of our enemies, and we need the loot that comes from winning battles, so hopefully we'll win. Okay, start deployment. I absolutely hate that the game... Wow, never mind. Never mind. I'll be quiet. I need to learn to stop complaining so much. I found in a Malekith episode a couple of days ago that I was really complaining more than I'm comfortable with. So we're going to go ahead and start out with the artillery. Actually, you know what? We're going to put you here after all. If they don't start coming towards us right away, we'll use our wizard to pull them closer. So we know we want... Let me go ahead and change my angle here. We want you there, that's fine. You three, I think, need to be... Okay, that's probably too spread out. That's probably better. I want you up on high ground so that you have... Okay, what am I doing here? If I turn you a little bit like that, there we go. So I need, and another thing that I learned, I believe also in the Malekith campaign, is I'm not careful enough with making sure that the terrain is going to allow my missile units to actually fire, because I had some dark shards that were just refusing to fire even though there were enemies in range, and it's because there was a tiny little rise in the terrain between them and the enemy. Even though they fire arcing shots, they wouldn't actually fire. Okay, so we'll try that. We're going to get then the crossbows over here. Like so. Well, actually, let's get you over here. And get you here. We'll move you over there if necessary. So I think that'll do for all of our ranged units. Now we want you to be... No, actually, let's get you in the middle. We need really wide lines here. Sorry, my alarm's going off there. We need really wide lines to block their melee infantry superiority, and we also want to try to get spears on the mammoths. They do have a little bit of cavalry that can get around behind us, so we do need to be careful about that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fastest heroes here, Mr. Celestial Wizard. Okay, you're pretty slow. Don't love how your leadership has been reduced. Never mind, it's only by a little bit. Okay. Are you fast? Yes. Okay, so you, Quinn, I think I'm going to keep Quinn here for now. And actually, I just realized I need to use you to pull them towards us. And you're flying as well? Oh, well that's convenient. Your range, let's find out what we've got here in terms of range. We've got 200 meters, 200 meters, 100 meters. It's got to be a damaging spell if we want to pull them forward. So this is 200 meters. This is 100. This is 300. But this is the one that's good against artillery. Small strike area. They're going to dodge it, almost certainly. Good against armor. You've got pretty decent armor. The mammoths I don't think do. No, they're not great. Alright. I'm not sure which one of you two I'm going to use yet. One or the other.
Ready for war.
If they don't move right away. Okay, Marauder Horsemen. I'm worried about them getting around behind us. The Javelins are going to have a lot of time to throw at us because they're not going to be priority targets for me. Kind of hoping Quinn can lock down the enemy Lord for a period of time. And when that happens, I think I'm going to want to give Harmonic Convergence to Quinn.
For the Emperor!
Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a lot to juggle here.
The Empire endures!
But I will do the best. Oh, wait a minute. What about you guys? Can't forget you. Actually, I can use you guys to counter the Marauder Horsemen. Possibly. I think we'll start out with you guys over here. I'm putting you on 6.
Sigma calls!
I'm putting my melee infantry
Ready!
on 1, or my melee heroes on 1. I'm putting my spellcasters on 2.
The Empire!
And I think everything else I can hopefully handle not having control groups. Start battle. Let's see what happens here. Are they going to move? They're not moving. You, right here,
Hey, wizard!
can try to get a penumbral pendulum. Let's get a little closer here.
Speed!
Let's try it. Let's see if this works.
Their minds are mine!
They're not moving. Interesting. Okay, that did pretty good damage. And if they stay there, we may do it again. Yep, they're staying there. Okay. You then get ready to come back. Although I want to save enough Winds of Magic for
Heldenhammer!
Harmonic Convergence. Oops, you guys need to get back. Okay, so these guys are coming up on us. Are they coming? Is everybody coming towards us? It's a little hard to tell. Okay, go ahead and get over this way. For now, I want to be able to forget about you. Yep, they're coming towards us. Okay. You can now fall back. Actually, you know what? Quinn,
Ready for war! Charge! It is against Sigma's teaching! Battle! They are too powerful! Sorcery! They are using dark forces against the enemy!
Do not trust wizards!
Be gone, creatures! Let us show you true power! Kill the Emperor and watch the Empire wither! Finish! Slay them! Pervert them!
Oops, I need you to get back for sure.
Yes.
Okay, you can... Not you. Okay, you guys keep falling back here.
Formation! March!
Quinn, yeah, do your thing. Boom, boom, boom. You, I want a harmonic convergence on him. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. On Quinn.
Listen up!
Okay. We should be
Ready for war!
able to take care of those guys right there. Quinn, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why on earth did you just let them all run right past you? You're on a freaking Pegasus. Okay, you guys should be shooting. You should be shooting, but don't move. Okay, you keep shooting. You can get in on help out over here. You guys right here, go ahead and get in on them. You should be shooting, but don't move. Okay, let's go ahead and do... Okay, we got them broken right here. Let's go ahead and get you chasing them away. You chasing them away. You get back over here. You get back over here. Okay, we've done some damage to them up there. You can now come back. You guys should be able to shoot. Okay, are you chasing them away? Keep chasing them away. Keep chasing them away. We want them off the field. Okay, we've chased them off the field, so that's good. Okay, Quinn, you took a little bit more damage than I'm comfortable with. What is going on up there? Let's get you shooting at... Shoot at them. Are these guys fighting something up here? I don't have any units up there to fight. Not sure what they're doing. Okay. Right. Yes, okay. You guys keep running them off the field. You guys can get over here for now. Okay. They're still not off the field, huh? What do we got here? Marauder Spearmen. Okay, now they're off the field. You can get back here as well. So sixes, both of you, get back up here. You know what? Maybe over here. Okay. The mortar's firing. This is kind of strange. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing here, but I approve. The more time our mortars have to keep firing... What are you doing? What are you moving... Why are you moving so slow? Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh my goodness, you bumped into one horseman of a unit that's already fled the battlefield, and it made you almost completely stop. Okay. The mortars keep firing. We have a little bit more time here before they get... You know what? I'm going to do a vortex. Do I have a vortex? Yeah. I have Pit of Shades. Let's get forward here. We might be able to get a nice cast of Pit of Shades off. They're going into the trees. That's not really what we want.
With haste!
Pit of Shades. Now it's really... It's not looking like as good of a place to actually use this as I had hoped. I could do this. This is strong against multiple combatants. Keep backing up. We definitely need you guys to be ready to fire on those mammoths.
Standing by!
You... Okay, they're entering our range now for their handgunners. Look at how long it took these outriders to get all the way over here. That's crazy. Okay, so you can... I'm not exactly sure what to do with you. Let's get you back over here. Here comes a mammoth, so this is... We need... You, where are you at? Where's our you? Yeah, I need you over here. I need you guys over here. I need you and you shooting at that mammoth. Okay, you're fine where you're at. We need Quinn now to charge down into here. I need you to help out. Okay, over here, you... Okay, we need our 6s to run them off. Let's go ahead and run you towards them. Let's run you towards them. You're doing fine. You can shoot at him. You can shoot at him. Get you guys in. Okay, let's go ahead and get you blowing them up. Okay, let's go ahead and start getting harmonic conversion on Quinn. Go ahead and use your buffs. Okay. We need you guys now on... Okay, this is bad. Fall back a little bit. I need you on the mammoth. Quinn, you've taken a lot of damage, my dude. I'm very concerned about that. Let's go ahead and debuff him. Let's also get a Pit of Shapes off right here. Okay, you... Okay, Quinn, you're taking way too much damage. I need you to back out. I don't want to lose you. You're not immortal. You're terrified, actually. That's not great. Okay, you guys should still be shooting him, though. Over here, let's get you guys now helping out here. Okay, you guys broke down there. That's bad. However, you can help out here. Let's go ahead and do a bombardment right here. Okay, we took out the enemy lord. That's good. That is very good. Now let's get you guys shooting at that mammoth. You are still alive, which is excellent. Can you now do another harmonic convergence on him? Okay, we got the mammoth broken. I think, there we go. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's go ahead and try to take out that mammoth with you. Let's try to run down and take out that mammoth with you as well. You guys should be shooting at that mammoth, which is now dead. Excellent. Okay. Alright, I'm not sure if we lost any units or not. but we did do significant damage. Quinn, are you? Yes, you are.
On my command! This was not meant to
That
be.
mammoth has 895. Hopefully Quinn can
The gods watch.
do a little bit more.
We got you.
You keep going. You'll be able to cast this again. What's he at? 196. Come on, Quinn. Nice. You killed the mammoth. Okay, I think I'm reasonably okay with that. Okay, and so the question is, did we lose any units? I don't think we did. We didn't wipe out their army, obviously, but we wiped out their 3 strongest units, including a level 20 lord, who I guess, come to think of it, is immortal. So he's not dead, but he's at least off the map for a while. Taking care of those 2 mammoths is definitely pretty big. And we should get some decent money and experience out of this. Okay. Actually, we did a lot more damage to that army than I thought we did. 644 prestige, I'll take it. Shrieking Blade, I'll take that too. Enables magic attacks and causes fear and terror. Works for me. Let's go ahead and take... I think we have no choice but to take the money. I would like to get some extra replenishment, but I don't think it's a higher priority than the money is right now. Okay. And Quinn got himself a smuggler.
To the provinces.
Okay, you know what? We could attack them again, can't we? I just realized that. We have enough movement to attack them again. They're in disarray.
So,
Let's go ahead and do our skill ups here. Let's give you... I don't think the extra armor is that high of a priority. I'm going to give you Scarred Veteran. And I'm also going to give you... Oh, you already got the Shrieking Blade. Okay, that's good. Alright.
what does the
Udolf,
Emperor bid?
you get... You've already got Arcane Conduit. Okay. I think what we're going to... Actually, you've got all of this stuff already. Well, then we're going to give you Sigmar's Ward.
Now,
Quinn, you're up to level 14. Looking pretty good. Admired Man-at-Arms has this level 16. We'll probably end up giving you the boost to melee infantry, but for now, you're going to get Blade Shield.
praise
Hans Frankenwerder here, you get Chain Lightning. Okay. And like I said,
Sigma.
we
Yes,
can go ahead and finish them off. I was wondering whether this is a battle I might even want to auto-resolve, but I don't think I should, because I think I'll take more casualties from auto-resolve than I would from fighting it manually. And of course, unless I really screw up, in which case I could potentially even lose a unit. But
it is war.
okay, here we go. Decisive victory. Auto-resolve, I would not lose any units, but we're not going to do that. We don't like to auto-resolve. So this Valmir Blaze, this lord who is the replacement for Emperor Karl Franz at the head of this army, has done an absolutely fantastic job filling in. This is what, like, we fought 2 or 3 battles last episode with him, and then 2 more this episode, so 4 or 5 victories for him. And really meaningful ones for the most part too. That we really needed some important wins. Okay, start deployment. Okay, really kind of strange the way that it configured our camera right there. Okay, so all of you guys, let's put you more like this. like this. Where are my mortars at? I think I'm going to pull you back just a little bit. Okay. Our fields of fire, you should be able to shoot. You should be able to shoot. You should be able to shoot. Of course, you should be able to shoot. Okay. You can probably get like this now. I'm no longer worried about flankers. Okay, you need healing more than anything. Let's go ahead and start the battle. They're in range. You... Actually, you know what? I think I want all of our ranged units to be in guard mode. You guys can go ahead and fly back a bit. You know what? I changed my mind. You are going to cast a Pit of Shades. I think I can slow down some of their units here with Pit of Shades. Costs 14. Okay, they do have some cav right here, which we need to be careful of. Okay, in fact, we need to start really paying attention to it. Get to where those cav can get shot at. Yeah, there we go. They've been eradicated. Okay, very good. Now you... I think instead of a Pit of Shades, maybe I'll use this guy instead, and I'll use this. This is strong against a unit like that. These guys should get shredded, hopefully. Yep, they're already breaking. Okay, Quinn, you just stay where you are. Okay, I think we're doing pretty effective work here with our ranged units. Oh, forgot about you guys. Let's get you back. Still, you should be okay against them, I would think. We're actually going to get Quinn over here to help you out, though. Good, speed up Quinn.
Ready? Yes, my lord. No lingering.
Okay, meanwhile, we're doing pretty good work to everybody. Let's go ahead and do a Pit of Shades now. Right here. Slow them down. There we go. That'll pretty much wipe them out. You can shoot them. I think this should pretty well do it. We got those guys right there. Okay. Yeah, they're about ready. There we go. Okay. I'll take it. In terms of whether that battle was better to fight manually versus auto-resolving, well, we took 0 losses. I'm reasonably certain we would have taken more than 0 losses had we auto-resolved, so I'm going to consider that definitely worth it to do the manual battle, and it really only took a couple of minutes. Okay. Experience, replenishment, 563 loot. I think we'll take the loot again. Yeah, we don't desperately need the experience, okay? And hopefully we have enough movement to get you back into Altdorf.
Praise Sigma.
Yep, pretty easily, in fact.
Let us move.
Okay. Looking better and better here. The last 2 episodes have been fairly productive. You know what, I just realized I think I'm going to go ahead and call this here because I want to take my time finishing up the rest of this turn, and I don't know if I'll get a chance to save it. So we're going to actually have to remember to move Valmir Blaze back into Altdorf at the beginning of the next episode. But yeah, okay, still live. So at this point, any episode where we we're not only still alive, but in ever so slightly better shape than we were at the end of the previous episode, I'm going to consider to be a big win.
Elspeth von
So,
Drachen.
yeah, I think it's still a fun campaign. That's the important thing. So hopefully it is for you all as well. I do appreciate the comments that you all have left up to this point. Keep them coming. If anybody wants to name any characters, feel free to do so, as long as it's reasonably lore friendly or thematic. And I think I'll go ahead and leave it there. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.